Isn't it?
No.
David Lansdown.
No.
It is, mate, it is. I'm going to tell you who I am. My name's Jody, and I'm calling from Jody Chasers. You're here to meet a 13-year-old girl today,
No,
son.
I'm not.
Yes, you are, my son.
I'm not. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
at the shop.
Yeah, mate. You're right in the shop, but that's who you've been
Lucy.
speaking to, pal.
Lucy.
No.
Lucy.
Yes,
I don't
mate.
know anybody, Lucy.
Yeah, you
Yes,
do.
you do, mate. You know exactly who she is.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to make this easier for you. You're not going anywhere, right? You basically, we're going to wait till the police. You're getting arrested, son. Alright? That's what's happening to you today. This will teach you what to mess about with young girls, alright? Because I know I've looked at you. You've got 6 accounts on Facebook. You've got a lot of young girls in there as well, alright? So, you just hold your horses there. Let me get this up for you. We're not going to hurt you, you know what I mean? But you are going to the police station. So, that you, yeah? Is that you? Didn't touch your phone.
That's
That's
right.
you. Can I take that to the police, get you?
I'll give them it.
Right, well, you just keep that in your pocket. So, hi there. Hi. Hello there. Hi, I'm 13. You? Okay.
No, that's not me.
So who's that then?
But that's
You
my
just said it's
picture.
you?
It's my picture. But I'm
I'll be gonna why, because you've got about 6 accounts. You're very clever and calculated. I
No.
believe you've done this before as well.
Nah.
Please look, you know. So, yes, love. Newcastle, Northumberland. Let's get to the juicy bits, eh? First, what? 5-6 messages. You want to go out and meet her that day. You wanted to meet her like, well, what, mate?
No.
What you doing here?
Like I said, I've been to the shop.
Right, so you've been at the shop, you've been messaging her. Right,
Right,
tell her
that's
that you're here,
Well, I was looking for
And you're in a blue Vauxhall,
which is exactly what you've
which is
said.
exactly what you told the decoy you were in.
You've sent a picture of you being down at zone 4 down there. We've got that on the phone as well. Is that a hacked account? Right.
No,
We're going to calm all this down now, right? We're going to calm all this down, okay? Why do you think it's acceptable to speak to 13-year-old children
I
to try and meet up
haven't
to facilitate sex with them? Why do you think you should be doing
I
that?
haven't been speaking to nobody.
You haven't? So you're going to deny this, are you?
I haven't spoken to anybody.
Right, well, I want you to look at that. And I want you to look at that when you go on Facebook. Not that you'll probably be allowed, because by the time you go to court, hopefully you'll get a shop order, which will prevent you from going on any sort of devices like that. But yeah, this is what's going to be happening to you today. So I hope you've got no plans apart from meeting this 13-year-old girl that you were potentially meeting today. Mate,
I'm not.
are you going to deny this?
No, I'm just saying I'm not doing anything.
You're not doing anything, because we're here to stop you. You were going to be meeting a 13-year-old, you believe to be a 13-year-old girl.
No.
That's what you're doing here.
Had it been a 13-year-old, where would you have been now? Where would that 13-year-old have been now?
I don't know.
Oh no, sat in the passenger seat of our car, petrified
No.
of what was about to happen. Yes,
No.
That's what was going to happen, mate.
No.
yes, that's exactly what was going to happen.
No.
Yes, it was.
You know it is? You know for the fact it is? Well, when she gets back off the phone, she's going to have a word with you, because that's who you've been talking to, Beth. Or whatever she was called. You got out to say? No, you're shocked? Why? What are you shocked at? That we've caught you?
Pardon?
Are you shocked that we've caught you?
I'm not saying out.
You should be shocked at your own behaviour, pal.
How old are you? 58?
Alright?
Yeah,
I'm not
so how do I
saying
know that you're 58?
I'm not.
How do I know you're 58?
Coming up
How,
59.
how do we know that you drive a blue Vauxhall?
How do we know you're going to be here?
We've been sat
Blue
there, man,
Vauxhall,
waiting
blue
for you to
Vauxhall.
come in. We've been sat waiting for you. We spotted you park up over there, and then you sent a decoy message to say you were here, and you asked where she was, and we seen you drive round here. That's when I've
You've
come
been
up the
looking?
front of here and stopped you.
Yes.
And you even tried to drive off. You put your car straight in
I
reverse.
thought I had come the wrong way.
No,
you
no,
didn't
you
have to come the
didn't.
wrong way, mate. You knew
No,
what the crap
honest, I
was,
did.
see?
Look at she
I'm
wants to
not
have a word
control
with
of
you.
this
She wants to have a
car.
word with you. Because this is who you've been speaking to. So you're going to point blank denying it.
I told you I was 13 years old. I asked you
But I
if
haven't
that was
been speaking to
okay. You
anybody.
said it
You
was
have,
not
eh?
a problem. I am Lucy.
Say hello. Say hello to Lucy.
Nice to meet you.
Never spoke to anybody.
You have?
Yes, you have. You asked us to wear a short skirt today. You've been asking us what my underwear's like. You wanted pictures when I went in the shower the other night. You've sent us an indecent image of yourself.
Your penis.
Actually, I think you've still got the same pants on.
I work in these.
What do you do? Well, I
I
don't want to know what company. What do you do for work? What do you do for work?
just work on my own car.
You work on your own car.
Yeah.
I'm shocked, really. I can't believe you just tried to drive off and all.
No, I honestly thought I'd come the wrong way.
You didn't.
I don't know this car park.
Well,
You were messaging us right up until about 2 minutes ago.
are you going to deny it? what I'm going to advise you, okay, is we've got all the evidence which we're going to pass on to the police, right? Just see how it's out, okay? So we're going to pass all this across to the police, right? If you admit what you've done at the earliest point, okay, it goes better for you in court. All right? If you are just going to carry on and deny this, then what's going to happen is, when you do go to court, they're not going to be able to believe you. All right? The sentencing is going to be a lot harder as well. So what I would advise you, right, is that you be honest, okay? Put your hands up, admit what you've done, because we've got all the evidence, mate. Okay, and the police are going to find all this as well. They're going to be going to your house. They're going to be doing a Section 18 on your house where they're going to get any electronic devices. You know, the best thing I can advise you to do is just admit, put your hands up, and admit what you've done is wrong, and it might go better for you. I couldn't care. I hope you go down for a long time. I would love you to go down for life, but you know, my advice to you would be just to admit it, and you get a much lenient sentence. And we know it's you, so you can sit here and point blank deny it, but when we've got all the evidence, and then when that ties onto your phone, which they're going to download everything on your phone, you know what technology's like these days, they're going to get absolutely everything. If there's other children on there, if there's real children on there, you know, how many other people have you been speaking to? How many other children have you been speaking to?
I'm going to speak to my partner.
Your partner?
She's in Nigeria.
She's in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong, because you've been speaking to my decoy. So, what have you got to say for yourself?
Nothing to say.
So you're going to keep on denying this?
The police are on their way.
There you go. So you're going to keep denying this, are you?
Well,
What are you going to say to the police when they come and arrest you? Because they are going to arrest you. So you're going to tell them that it wasn't you, and everything we've got would come from somewhere else. It wasn't you that sent the picture when you were sitting down there. It's not you in a blue Vauxhall. It's not you looking for our decoy. The decoy's confirmed it's you.
You've just sent us a picture from Zone 4 looking up the map line.
Was that not you? Did you send a picture from down there?
no.
You did not send a picture from down there. You got that picture? Show that picture.
I think you did.
Yep.
Your banker rights.
Oh wait. Be honest.
I am being honest.
Everything.
You. You. Is that picture of the face? This will prove it to you now. In fact, to be fair, bring his number. Oh, look at your number. Oh, so you didn't go on to WhatsApp with this one,
You
did
wouldn't
you?
go on to WhatsApp with us. I
Just stay on the
tried.
app, did you? Stayed on the app.
Yeah, you stayed on a certain app.
Is that you?
That's my picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing, that, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So all that's done. It's called evidence. You know where that's
All
going?
that
You know where that's
two
going?
days.
Police. You know where you're going? Sell. That's where you're going. Friday the 13th and all, kid, eh? Unlucky for you. Eh? Unlucky. Sink it in. What you've done. Still gonna say you've done now.
So what would you
No,
have
I
done?
showed no
Crazy you,
remorse
like.
whatsoever.
Crazy you.
What would you have done if it had been a real 13-year-old child that you had
Kids
turned up
there,
to
mate.
meet
There's
today?
See,
There's kids
there's
there.
Kids over there. There's loads
Of that
of kids
age,
around
and
here.
you're trolling around the car park looking for the 13-year-old girl? Fucking pig.
What would you done? Just picked one of them up if I hadn't turned up, eh? Vale.
Kids there. You're a disgrace.
You just vile.
So we got an ETA on the police.
Grade 1.
Cool.
Do you feel any sort of remorse?
Hmm?
Do you have any sort of remorse?
I haven't done that.
So is it coincidental that you're here in a blue Vectra, you've arranged to meet this decoy at this time, and you weren't in this car park because she said she wasn't going to be here till 4. She told you was here, you turned up in the car park, you're looking around for her. Is that coincidental?
No.
On his face. You're getting exposed, that's what you're doing. We're going to expose you.
Now this video's here for your protection as well as ours, just so that you can't say we've caused any harm to you.
This is going to the police as well, which they could be used as evidence, which is why I'm saying to you, it's best to be honest at the earliest possible stage. Now for you, this is the earliest possible stage.
I am being honest.
You're not being honest. You're lying. Smell it. Stinks. Shall we go through some of the chat logs of what you've been sending this child?
Pardon?
Shall we go through some of the chat logs as to where you've been sending this child?
Do you want to
Some of
send
the
them a
things
message
that
and
you've been
just see
sending?
what
I can't hear you properly.
Do you want me to go through some of these messages you've been sending to that child?
Well, I'm sent no messages.
Right, okay, so when she told you she was in the shower, you asked for a picture. Picture of her in the shower. My camera doesn't work. Oh, that's bad.
That's the message coming through.
Oh, that's a message. Oh, that's funny, wasn't it? Is that your phone? Just get your phone out and have a look where that message has come from.
If you
Well,
just
it's not your
leave
phone
it,
either, is
No,
it?
no, this is fine. Now we'll have a little look at this. I'm curious. I'm
just
nosy.
hold it up to the
We'll have a
light.
little look.
It's the
Give him
same
touch
as
now
what
because
I
if you delete
said.
out. Here's a look. Oh, there he's still on the. You're still on the app, son. You're still on the app.
Still in the
Boosh.
conversation. Bang to
Bang.
right. Bang to right. You've still got the conversation open on your phone, but you're
Come
trying
here,
to
man.
deny it.
We've seen it there. How are you still going to deny it? What? So you're saying it wasn't you? You're still on the app. It's still open on your phone.
I've just stood here and sent you that message.
Are you going to say that that's not you?
I didn't, but the only time I bother with my phone is for if somebody
Chatting up
phones.
13-year-olds by the look of things.
Sent you that
Mate,
message.
we've just seen it. It's on the camera. The application that you've been talking to this decoy on is still open on your phone. Are you shaking now? Because you now just nabbed you.
Bang to right.
You nah.
Oh, damn.
Nah, you're still going to deny
Sorry,
it.
man, there'll be thousands that'll know in a few
It's alright,
minutes.
if you go not guilty, I'll just see you in court, mate.
Yep.
Simple as.
Just a minute. We've just caught you. Oh, it's made my day, that.
Coincidental,
Lucky
isn't
for
it?
me, unlucky for you. Friday the 13th there. I've just come from court this morning. One of ours has just been sentenced. So we do this all the time, mate. We're not a fly-by-day thing. We know what we're doing. We put the homework in. We look into you. We know all about you. We know where you live. We know all about your car. So it's pointless lying. We've just nabbed you. We've just caught you. It's still open on your phone. What have you got to say about that? Explain that to us. You explain why that application to that decoy that has just messaged you is still open on your phone. Explain that.
Like I say, I don't use my phone.
No, right, so explain. Listen. Explain why you've took your phone out your pocket, you've unlocked it, and that application that you've been talking to our decoy arranging the meet is still open on your phone. Can you explain to me why that is, please?
I didn't bother with my phone.
You've just bothered it was on the seat, and then you've took it off the seat,
Just leave it when I'm
and
in
then
the car.
because you've been talking to her, asking where she was. Explain to me why that application is open on your phone.
I don't know.
You don't know. So it's just popped up and it's messaging the decoy itself, is it?
I don't know.
No, you don't know. You're in denial. And the sooner you start admitting it yourself, the better. Be a man about it, man. Go up here them. Just admit it.
You told me to tell my nana that I was going to with friends so I could come and meet you and not to tell anybody what I was doing.
Why have you been talking? You've been very
Spoke to us
talkative.
for the last few days. Why don't you want to talk to us now? Because I'm not 13.
So we've got David, 58, from Northumberland, coming here to meet what he believes to be a 13-year-old girl for sexual intercourse. You've been sending indecent images. You've been asking this child to meet. Your phone is open on the application that you've been using to communicate with this decoy. And you're still sitting there saying it's not you. Is that what you're telling us, David? That it's not you? Fair play.
Like I didn't really use my phone.
I've just sent you a message.
Mate,
You've
it's
just
just done it.
opened
If you open that phone again, it'll be the same thing. You've got 6 Facebook accounts. Why you got with a lot of young girls on there? To be fair, am I wrong about that too?
My laddie uses my phone.
So, whoa, because you're gonna get into a whole lot of shit if you start with this. Your laddie is using your phone. So is this your laddie that's doing this? Then is that what you're doing? You're blaming somebody else?
No.
Think very carefully about your answer. Are you blaming this on somebody else? No, so it's you. It's not you either. Fair play.
It's not gone on me, mate.
Police will find out.
Oh, the police will get everything.
Oh, the police will
That
jump
phone,
out of him.
they're gonna have a field day with that. Any computers, anything that connects to your house anything that connects to the internet in your home, that'll be seized. So, any tablets, PlayStations, Xboxes, any other phones you've got, they'll be searching your house. They'll be going through it all. Oh yes.
Is that you?
Shake your head.
No,
Do
it's
it.
not. You
That's
sent
your
that
penis.
to a child. That is your penis. You sent that indecent image to what you believe to be a 13-year-old child.
Vile.
How would anybody else have photos of your...
You're denying that too. Because they can check, they'll look and see if it's your penis. They can match them. Are you still going to deny it, David?
Imagine how embarrassing that's going to be.
You're still going to deny it, David? Be honest.
I am being honest with you.
So what are you doing here? Because you don't live around here, so what are you doing in this car
I
park?
don't live around
So what are you
here.
doing in this car park? You tell me what you're doing in this car park right now.
Because I was going to go into that, but
For what? What were you going in there for?
to get a shirt, I say how much to buy a shirt.
So you've come all the way down here to look and see how much a shirt was going to be.
Yeah, that's Matterlands is a cheap place to go
It is a
to.
cheap place, but there's
Because
ones
we
closer
don't
to where
have
you
one
are, isn't there?
Where I live, I've got to come down here.
You've got to come down here.
Yeah.
That'll be 13-year-olds, isn't it? That's the only reason you're here. To meet 13-year-olds. I'll speak louder for you. No. You're sick. Can't even admit what you've done.
Have you done this before?
Can I ask what you were doing last night? Can I ask what you were doing last night?
Has it? I was in toe picking.
Right. Just a night out on the drink?
I cannot drink.
That's fine, that's got nothing to do with it. Were you out with friends or?
Yeah,
There's reasons I'm asking this. You probably already know why I'm asking this, but there's reasons I'm asking
I was
so.
at me ex mother-in-law's.
What, all night?
Because
Because I've got a concern that I'm going to be raising to the police and they're going to be looking into what you were doing last night. So you want to hope that's what you were doing. Because I've got a suspicion that it was something else.
No.
So again, that's going to be getting looked into. Your world's just going to come crumbling down, and the sooner that you admit it, not admit it, the sooner you realise this, and the sooner you're honest with yourself, the better it's going to be for you. We're not horrible people. You're a horrible person. We're not horrible people. We didn't do this. We didn't bring you here. You brought yourself here. You asked the decoy to come here. You have asked and arranged this meet. You, not us. You know, I've got other things I could be doing today. But no, I've come out of court this morning and we've come to see you this afternoon. And we may have another one later, who knows? Because there's lots of you. Do you know what they call people like you? Do you know what they call people like you? People that go for young children. There's a word for it, isn't there? You must have heard it. No, is it not up with where you are? There's a word for people that go for children, isn't there?
I don't know.
You know, there's a few famous people that have been caught out lately and they were branded as a certain word, weren't they?
I
No.
don't know that. I don't.
No. Well, at this moment in time, you're a sexual predator, but once you've been to court and you're convicted, you'll be a paedophile. You'll be known as a paedophile. Everyone's going to see this video. It's going to go on Facebook, I'm not going to lie to you. You know, we're going to expose you for the person that you are. So, everyone in your area will see it, everyone around here. The whole country's going to see this. Okay? Our last video got 180,000 views. 180,000. Think about it. How are you
We
going to feel
all
then?
think it's a coincidence as well. Because it's very coincidental, David, isn't it?
No.
I told you I was frightened. I was scared. For
I went
something
up
you
to the
wanted
shop,
to
got
do
bottle
to
of pop.
me. Your reply was
Then-
hold on harder.
You've come nearly 15 miles for a bottle of pop.
No, that's I was going to go into that.
What for?
And
What
there's
were you
no-
going in there for?
To see, find a shirt.
Shirt.
Yeah.
Nice, what kind? Stripey?
Well,
Checky?
I wasn't.
No?
It's just to work on the carving. That's all.
So you're buying a new shirt to work on the car?
Well, like
Surely you've got old shirts, mate, haven't you? Not got old ones?
something similar to this.
Mate, you're full of shit, man. Honestly. You had to
But
meet a
I've not got-
13-year-old.
I've not got these ones.
Well, that looks alright for working on the car.
It's haggard.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about your fucking fashion. Alright? You're here to meet a 13-year-old girl. That is the main point. You're getting arrested for it. From an innocent man, you're smoking quite a lot.
I've already smoked a lot.
Do you?
Yeah.
An answer for everything, haven't you?
Huh?
You've got an answer for everything.
I've already
You
smoked a lot.
think you're quite clever, don't you?
No,
Wait till
no.
you get in that cell and wait till they start asking you the question. Wait till they go through all your devices and wait till they get all the evidence and put it against you. Then we'll see how clever you are, okay?
I've already smoked a lot.
No.
The police are on a grade 1 response. It's just they are.
There's not a lot
very
you can really
caught up
go
at the
through with him
moment.
if he's not gonna say anything. You know, I can go through the chat logs. I'm not going to because there's children up there, which is scary. Luckily they're away and they're behind you, so you can't look at them. A vile excuse of a human. Waste of oxygen, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. Is there anything you want to say? David? Is there anything you want to say? Nothing. You've got a little bit of a wobbly hand there as well. It's like nerves shaking. Aye.
I've always
I mean, we're not scared. You've always had that too.
I've got
Well,
problems.
you've been unlucky in life, haven't you there, mate?
What it is, I've...
Mate, I didn't want to know about your illnesses and out there. I couldn't give a monkeys. I really don't care. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. Look at you, you're not bothered. Just sitting there.
I know I haven't done
He's in
nothing.
denial, man.
You know you haven't done anything. We've just presented you with all the evidence. We've just presented you with that. Your phones went, we've looked, the app was open. It's you, it's your face, it's your penis,
Message him again.
everything. So yeah, we'll message you again. Everybody just listen out, because the phone's going to go ping any second, because our decoy's going to message his phone. This is going to be such a coincidence. See what happens here. Ooh!
Oh,
What was that? What was
is that your
that?
phone by any chance?
Do you want to check and see who the message was off? Or do you already know the answer to that? Ah, we'll have a look.
I'll have a look.
We'll have a look. We'll have a look. Just
Show
put
the
that
world.
put that on your lap, the phone on your lap, like that for us, please. So we can have a look. Just put it on your lap there.
Pop it on your lap.
Oh,
The
what's that?
conversation is still.
That's the conversation that he says
He knows nothing.
he
about.
knows nothing about. Really?
So you're still going to deny talking to Lucy?
Really? You can look at us as much as you want. Stare me right in the eye if you want. I love it. Still going to deny it. What's that smell? Smell? Bullshit, mate. That's what it is.
If you were planning on going in Matlan, you parked up
Zone 4.
in Zone 4.
Miles away.
Why didn't you go in then when you parked up?
Because the car was starting to overheat.
Looked alright when I pulled the keys out.
But when it's like stands in traffic and that, the temp gauge goes right up.
But you weren't in traffic, you were in a car park space.
Yeah, I know.
If you were going into Matlan, you would turn the car off and go into Matlan, wouldn't you? You wouldn't drive round the car park.
Looking.
Why-
Actively looking. We can
Why
see
were
your
you
neck.
driving round the car park? There's enough spaces.
Why are we driving around the car park?
I don't think it's the disabled bays.
What about them? And then, yeah? Could have just pulled in any one of these.
That's
Yeah.
alright, you've got a disabled badge there.
Yeah,
Oh, well, you could have used that then.
that's what I was.
It wasn't, man. Honestly, will you just open your eyes and stop being honest?
You do realise if now you try to tell lies to the police, they will find out.
They're going to use this video.
This shows that you're not truthful.
You've got no remorse. You're denying everything. It's not going to work for you, mate. We're in a digital era now, where they can get everything off your devices. Everything. Good thing is you haven't deleted anything, so it's not going to be hard for them. I mean, I've just seen the app open on your phone, so it was very easy for me. So think of the technology the police have got, what they're going to uncover. Are you going to say it wasn't you to them? Are you going to be like, oh, it wasn't me? David, I'm talking to you. Are you going to say that to them? That it wasn't you? Are you going to deny it to the police too?
And just tell them the same.
You tell me what you're going to tell the police. Go on. I'm curious because I won't be in the room. So you tell me what you're going to tell the police when they say what you're doing here and who are you here to meet. Never mind the shirt, palaver. Get that out the way. Right?
I'm not here to meet nobody.
Nobody.
No.
So on your phone, when they're going through, and it has right up, it's all time dated and stamped, it's going to tie in exactly to the point that we got you here today. Exactly to the minute. So how are you going to deny that? Explain to me how you're going to deny basically a track from when you've left your house to when you got here, to when she said she was going to be late, to when you went for a drink, to when you've come back, to when we've stopped you. How are you going to explain their movements to the police, please?
I don't know.
You can't.
What, no, I'm curious. What are you going to say? How are you going to explain? Explain to me that tracking of all their messages to here. It wasn't you. You explain what was it? How? What? You don't know? Gotta have a better answer than that, David, haven't you? You taking that out so you can't hear us, or?
No, it needs unblocked. Because it keeps getting blocked with a box out, mate. Yeah.
Right, mate, you're telling us stuff I'm not really bothered about. What I'm bothered about is why are you here meeting a 13-year-old girl? That's what I'm bothered about. We'll let him sort his hair out, and then we'll have another little chat with him. Hold on. Get in there, though. You can get on his face. Well, just waiting for this and then maybe be able to hear out. I'm normally very talkative. I've normally got loads to say when I do this. I'm a little bit quiet today because you're not exactly working with us, you know. We can't sort of get to the bottom of this. Now all this is going to come out and we will be in court and we'll be there. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
No, not without this in there.
Sorted?
I think so.
Oh, you heard that though, didn't you?
I had it in my ear. I had it in my
No,
ear.
you didn't have it in.
It was like just going into my...
Ah, right, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really bothered. I'm not really bothered. I'll let the camera roll and then when we put it up, your face is just going to be there. So people don't need to listen to my daft Geordie voice and waffling on, you know. That's not what we're here for. It's not the Geordie show. Today it's the David show. So take centre stage. Speak. No? No? Not a thing? No? Shall I just let you go? I'll just give you your keys back and let you go. Is that what I should do? Can I give them keys? Is them keys? No, it's not him. It's not you. It's not you, is it? Have we got the wrong bloke? Have I got the wrong man? It's definitely not you, 100%.
100%.
And I'll take your word for that. I'll give you these back now and let you go, shall I? You're fucking joking, aren't you? You're going nowhere. You're going straight to Nick, David. Straight to the Nick. Let him. Right. Hope your guy's not guilty. We'll see him again.
Oh, sure will.
See him in court.
Anybody got anything you want to say to him? He's obviously...
I don't think he's worth bothering.
I'm not
with,
going to
is he,
say,
really?
I don't really want to waste his breath.
He's not worth a balloon. Normally we get apologies and stuff like that, you know, from people like you. I made a mistake, or it's the first time I've done it, or I'm sorry, and this, that and the other. Not you though, you're just sitting there, chucking your hands in the air. Do you really think that's a defence? Chucking your hands in the air like that? Once the police plug that phone in, mate, you're knackered, you're fucked.
Is that what you're going to do in court? Just put your arms up like that? Nah, wasn't me. Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're going to do, David? No. So are you going to admit it now then?
No.
No. Oh well, that's fair enough. You hate me today now, don't you? You hate me now today, don't you? No. It's a shame.
But you hate Lucy even more.
I will just let you know, obviously Lucy wasn't real. Lucy wasn't real. This is Lucy, who you've
I'm
been talking
Lucy.
to. Which we've already introduced you. That's Lucy. That's who you've been talking to. From day one. So when you thought you've been speaking to a 13-year-old, you haven't. You've been speaking to this lady here.
And some of your messages were disgusting. I would have hated a 13-year-old to see them.
I mean, you asked this decoy pretty much instantly to come and pick her up. You wanted to go on a drive. You wanted to come and pick a 13-year-old girl up. It was quite late on at night to go for a drive. Yes? No.
He wouldn't get far though, would he? Because his car overheats.
No, he's got to come and get a new shirt. Just waiting for the police now, son. Last one I done said I ruined his day.
I remember that one.
Have I ruined your day? No, I haven't ruined your day. It's a shame.
Oh, it's scary. It's scary.
Johnny.
Chill. Might as well, yeah.
Do you not realise what you've done?
I haven't done anything.
Do you understand that your actions ruin people's lives?
I haven't
Like,
done
they
anything.
actually ruin people's lives.
Right, we'll
They
put this
wreck
into
them.
perspective for you, right? You're saying you haven't done anything, right? Imagine, for 1 second, that it was a real 13-year-old girl. Imagine it was you that we're here to see. Well, probably it's not, but it is. So imagine if it was a real child, a real 13-year-old girl. She would have got into your car, yeah? She would have got into your car, and where would you have went?
Wouldn't let them in.
You wouldn't let them in, so what would you have done? What would you have done if the child had come to the car? Would you have just said, go away, or there was a mistake, I
I
shouldn't have...
would just ask who she was.
You would ask who she was.
Aye.
So you know who she is, because it's Lucy. So she then gets in your car, then where would you go?
I wouldn't let them in the car.
You wouldn't. So
No.
you would have let 13-year-old come all the way here to meet you, for you to come all the way from your house to...
I just get the crossover, so that's still on, and then that one straight away. Crossing over because my phone's going down. So that one's saved, and then that one's recording on.
Can you just, is that tied up straight or not?
Yeah, I've
Rolled over.
recorded
Right,
it
that's
straight
fine.
over.
Sort of change the camera there, guys, but it's a continuation, so we'll see. Staring into the abyss. What are you thinking? What's going through your head?
Nothing.
So you're not thinking anything? Nothing? You're not wondering why we're standing here talking to you? Like, is that not going through your head? Is why are these guys here talking to me? Is that not sort of... Because if I was there, sitting where you are, and somebody just jumped out of a car and come and surrounded me like that, I wouldn't be sitting there as calm as what you are. I would certainly be asking a lot of questions. You haven't asked anything. You seem to just be accepting that we've made some sort of mistake, and you're very calm about it. You can see there's nothing in your eyeballs that you even bothered. So I just don't get you. I don't get you. Why are we here talking to you now? Is this a coincidence?
I don't know.
Why have we got your picture? Why have we got your chats? Why have you got your penis? Why have we got what car you're in? Why have we got your address? Why have we got your time stamped from there to here today? How? Explain that to me. I'm really, really curious.
I don't know.
Because if I've got the wrong man, mate, I'm a nice guy, you know, I'll come back and I'll apologise. You know? But I can guarantee you now, We haven't got the one guy.
I just,
It's David Lansdown, you've admitted it's your picture. I don't know why I keep going back over this. You've already admitted it's you, but it's not you that's been doing it. So. Nope.
Police are preoccupied.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
This is becoming a bit of an inconvenience for you now, is it?
no.
What do you think should happen when you go to jail in the day? Obviously, when you get into custody, what do you think should happen once you go to court?
I don't know.
You don't know. Do you think they should sentence you? Do you think they should send you to jail for maybe a year or two? Or
I don't know.
you do know about the law about communicating with children, don't you? Online. It's an offence. Carries up to 2 years. No. It's not my job to explain it to you, to be fair.
When I told you I was 13, you should have blocked me
Few times,
and
didn't you?
deleted me, and I said it more than once. My first message to you was, "Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm 13." You should have blocked and deleted me at that point, not carried on a conversation.
Out, is there?
Nothing. You've got no remorse whatsoever, have you? No remorse.
I haven't done anything.
That's scary, that you don't think that you've done anything wrong.
Well, I'll see you in court then if you're going to go not guilty.
Very, very scary that you think you've done nothing wrong. Inciting a child into sexual activity is more than wrong.
Sending indecent images. There's another charge for you.
Attempting to meet
Another
a
one.
child following sexual grooming.
I'm glad my kids have grown up.
David Lansdown, 58. Come to meet a 13-year-old. What you believe, you genuinely believe this was a 13-year-old child. That's what you've come to meet. For sex and sexual activity. She was hurt. 13-year-old girl was hurt. You wanted her just to hold on. Hurt her more, that's what you were going to do. Hurt her more. Not only were you going to legally rape her when she was hurting, you would have just carried on and you wanted her to ask for more. Do you think that's acceptable to say to anybody? Especially a 13-year-old. It's not, is it? If the boot was on the other foot, what would you do? Do you think we're right what we do?
It is right in what you do.
So do you agree that it's a problem in this country, sexual predators, online grooming? You believe and you agree with me that it's a problem in this country?
Well, I don't really know this, to be honest with you.
Do you know why you don't know? because it's people like you that are part of the problem. People like you would not notice, because people like you are online grooming our children. You're part of the problem. That's why you don't notice, David. It's nice that you agree with what we do, though. You know, you agree with us catching people like you. Yeah.
Well, it's right and what you're doing.
So why do you feel obliged, and why do you think it's okay for you to do it? If you agree with what we do, why do you think it's okay for you to do it?
I haven't done anything.
No, but you were going to.
No.
You're a liar. There's no room in the world for people like you. I've got a child. That's why I do it. Stop people like you from getting to him. You think it's okay? You think it's okay? You think it's okay?
No.
You think you can tell a child to tell a grandma that she's going somewhere else?
No.
So imagine if she went missing. Her grandma thinks she's out. She rings her friend. She's not there.
I know what
It's not an effect that would have to that family.
Yes, I don't know that.
Think about it, man. Imagine if it was your daughter. Imagine if it was your 13-year-old. Imagine you had a child. Imagine if it was your 13-year-old and she was coming here to meet a 58-year-old man, okay, for sex and sexual activity. You wouldn't be as calm as us, would you? You wouldn't. Honestly, would you?
No.
You would have had him out the car and done whatever you had to do to him. We've been very calm and polite. If it was the other way around, you wouldn't have been, would you?
Not really.
No. So, in that respect, you know. Oh, wait, David.
But at the end of the day, like, if I had been in your position and done like what you just explained, I would have went.
Yeah, you would have got longer. If I had kicked the shit out of you now,
I would have ended up going to court.
if I kicked the shit out of you now, I would get probably 5 years. And I would do time in remand for that. You, for talking to a child, could get up to 2 years, probably get a suspended sentence, so you'll be back walking the streets. So what I'm doing is, I'm exposing you. You're going to go all over the internet. You're going to be famous. Everyone's going to know your face, so if they move you somewhere else, they're going to know your face. Because we've got a duty to protect children. And they could move you somewhere else and nobody would know you. This way, they're going to know who you are. Now the taxi's here, the police, we're going to keep that rolling because we're alright with them. I'm just going to quickly... Oh, Mark, you want to deal with them? I've seen him before. Right, yeah, it's your taxi, mate. The police coming for you now. Got anything to say before you go? Yeah? No? It's not live, mate.
Right, David, get your seatbelt off, please. And take your cigarette out. You're going to come take a seat in the back of my car. You're going to come take a seat in the back of my car. We're going to go from there, so come on. Under arrest on suspicion of meeting a child through sexual grooming. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned something which you let out in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand what I've just told you? Right, I'm just going to take that off it. Yeah. Where's
It's in
your
his top
phone?
pocket.
In my pocket.
Right, if you hand that over, please. Right, is there anything on you which could harm me? Anything sharp, anything pointy?
Just there in my key from my house.
Right, obviously I've already told you that you're under arrest, you understand that, so I'm going to put the cuffs on that for my safety, okay? Right, that's fine with you, just give me your hands. No, just leave that in your pocket for now, just give me your hands.
Okay. I have to go canny for that one because I've got a cyst in it.
Whereabouts? I need to keep it, I'll keep the cuffs loose, but it needs to go just below there, okay? Is that right, is that okay for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, okay. I'm just going to lock these so they can't go down any further and not obviously hurt your cyst, right?
Yeah.
But any problems when we're transporting you, let me know and we'll sort that out, okay?
Yeah.
Yep, so that's David Lansdown, 58, Northumberland. Come to meet what he believed to be a 13-year-old girl for sexual activity. Complete denial. But yeah, we've got the cuffs on him. We're going to head down the station, give our statements, and thanks for the support, guys. Much love, Jody. He's coming. David? Come here a second. Come here.
What?
David. Yeah?
No.
David Lansdown.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yes.
I
Remember
don't
me?
think so.
Do you remember me?
I don't think so.
Right, we're ringing the police there, mate, again, right? Somebody make the call. What you getting there, David?
Don't think so. There you go.
Can you look at that? Right, when was that done?
There you go, that's who I am.
When was that issued?
That was issued the 31st of the 8th, 2018.
Right, cool. So, we got you on the 13th of April. Remember when we seen you in Killingworth?
No.
Right, well, I'll tell you what then. We're going to get the police, okay?
Feel free.
We are. Give them that back. One of the guys is ringing the police. If you just want to stay here for us, okay? So, if you're not the guy that I'm thinking you are, okay, I still want to speak to you about the online activity that you've been speaking to little girls about online. I'll find them £3,000 to have sex with you per minute.
No.
You haven't, have you not?
No.
Right, so we've got evidence to say that you have.
No.
Alright? So what we're going to do now is you're going to stay here. We're going to ring the police. Alright? You're not, mate. The door's going to stay open because I don't believe that you could be going in there, sorry, to destroy evidence. So you're going to leave the door open for us. Alright? This is the way it works. I'm sure it's the same guy, so you know how it works. If it's not, mate, I'll tell you what, I'll do the same as I said last time. I'll come back and I'll apologise. Alright? But I know it's you. I know it's you. Okay?
Well, I don't know what you're talking
Right.
about.
Well, you're not, mate. You're going to leave the door open.
I'm not.
That's fine.
You've been speaking to a child, right?
What?
You've been speaking to a child online.
The age of 14?
Yeah, a 14-year-old child. Yes, you have.
The
Right,
evidence is there.
we've seen the messages. We've seen the messages you sent.
No.
You've seen the message. You asked her for sex. You wanted sex. She said she was too young. She said she wasn't supposed to because she was too young. You offered her £3,000 for every minute that you would have sex with her. You said that
I haven't got that total money, man.
when she said When she said she didn't want to, you told her she was missing out. Yeah, because you could have gave
No,
you
I
could have
don't
gave her the
think so.
world. You would have gave her
I don't
everything.
think so.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like we've got,
We drove from home where it said 46 kilometres.
we literally have your profile up now.
Do you want to get that on there?
Do you want to give it a Ken? Give it a Ken.
Definitely the same pass.
Do you want to keep an eye out through there and make sure he's not filming his phone in there?
Yeah, you're fiddling with this one.
Yeah, wait,
Alright.
David, if you are deleting anything, okay, the police will get you back.
It's all recorded already.
You video.
Driving license. Yeah. So we got it 2 days.
You've got a window.
It's no good.
So that's you deleting evidence, David,
You'll be
yeah?
able to retrieve it, David.
It's a good job they can go back through it though, can get it, can't they? You'll know that
We
from
can
last
see you.
time.
Wow, what a guy.
You're just making it worse for yourself.
You're just making it worse. Does somebody want to ring him and just confirm his phone number?
It's another charge.
So here he is, David. What's your surname on that now?
he's
Pick.
not online
Pick.
now.
Pick. Oh, you're not
A few
online?
seconds ago. Do you want to get that on as well? A few seconds
It's
ago.
obviously just deleted the app.
So there you
A
go.
few seconds ago, right at the very top.
So he's changed his name now to David Pick. David, can I just remind you that you're actually still released pending further investigation from the last time we caught you. How do you think this is going to go for you now?
Oh dear.
Huh? How do you think this is going to go for you now that we caught you last time? Remember when I says, I'll come and tell you and I'll say I'm sorry if I've got it all wrong. Well, I blatantly haven't got it wrong because this is the second time that you've done it and it's the second time that I've caught you personally. You've been moved from Ashington down to here. Did you think that I wasn't going to find you? Eh? You're mad, man. Your driving licence you just showed us was from 2 days ago, it got issued. We got you on Friday the 13th, back in April. Remember, I told you it was unlucky. It's not much I can really get in this. Can you reach up there? You?
I could.
Right, just try and get that through the window there.
Lacey's too small.
Actually,
There he is.
Look
Look at that. David, so
Delete
we've
these
now got
evidence.
you on camera deleting evidence, which is going to make it even worse again for you, okay?
Are you too small?
I'm a short.
swap, grab this again and then I'll lift that one up.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Where is he? Where is he? I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, he's getting up.
Oh, he's getting up now.
Oh, he's having a brew. He's having a
He's
brew.
having a brew. Oh, he's having a brew.
David,
David.
where are you going?
He's taking the phone with him.
Right, so, are you going to... Aye. Listen, no, I'm here to question you about what you've been doing. You dirty bastard. Right, guys, so yeah, this is David Pick, right? He was called David Lansdown when I caught him in April. We've come with the Angel of Innocence.
He's got a Dyson.
I believe is doing it on behalf of...
Angels of Innocence.
Yeah, but who are you doing it on behalf of?
Northwest.
Closure Northwest, right. So now this guy is deleting evidence off his phone. He's still released pending further investigation with us. So when the police get you, hopefully we'll get remanded. He's gone out the back to make a cup of tea. We have got somebody going around the back as well, just to make sure that he's not doing any damage to anything. But yeah, thought he was being clever with his driving licence, which you only got issued to him 2 days ago. So obviously, yeah, his name would be different. They've changed his name obviously for his safeguarding. But why should he get safeguarded? You know what I mean? Why should he? We just get him again and again and again and again. So David, how are you going to spend £3,000 a minute? You got 9 grand in the bank, have you?
Doesn't even have front.
Did we get an ET on the police? So he's went to make yourself a cup of tea, guys. So not bothered.
Hanging about.
I know he has.
Oh, let me check the back.
We've got an ET here.
Somebody needs to check the back.
David Lansdown, correct. Repeat offender. He's going by the name of David Pick now. I'll never forget this face, and he's given the same stupid look as he gave the last time as if it wasn't him.
He's only been here 2 months.
He will have been?
I'll go away.
He's not gone anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's not gone anywhere now. He's in denial.
He's not going, he's gone wide open, he's going to put it on, is he?
He hasn't got many possessions, he's only just moved here.
Eh?
Oh! Keep your phone off.
No. Don't bother.
He's here. I'm hearing.
He's in the back kitchen. Making a cup of tea.
What's opposed to the front kitchen?
Oh, maybe one is freezing.
So we actually, you put on camera that he's only been here 2 months?
So yeah, we've just found out actually that he has only been here for 2 months. He moved from Ashington. He's told somebody that he's moved here from Ashington, which is exactly where he lived when we stung him the last time back in April. He's been begging for sex, offering to pay this child £3,000 a minute.
Oh, it's really screwed.
Did you think you would get away with it again, David?
I don't know what you're on about, Mac.
Can you not remember us? There was a few over the last time. Can you not remember when we seen you up near Matalan, you were buying a shirt? We can't go away.
You can't.
We're not allowed.
Because I'm fucking telling you.
Well, we can't, and so we're sorry.
Do you not think everybody on the street deserves to know what you're currently being investigated for and what you've done again? I think he's enjoying his last night's home made cup of tea.
Can't believe I've got him again, like. Why won't you come and just talk to her if it's not you? David? Is he rolling one by any chance? How was he? He has? Could he hear us this time? You couldn't hear us last time. If it's not you, come and talk to us. Explain how I've got it wrong again.
I said last time you had it wrong as well.
I've got it wrong every time.
So,
He lives in walking distance of 3 trains. Yep, one round the corner.
so I don't know if you can see it. Right, so that's where we are, at his house. And 2 of those dots are schools. The 2 schools just round the corner.
But I'm going to have to edit that out.
Why?
Because he's full of aggressive.
We hasn't done.
It's kind of dark.
David, do you not want to come and speak to somebody that you might remember?
David, come here and see if you remember me.
Remember Lucy?
Lucy's come to see you.
She's here again.
You seriously don't give a shit, do you? How many real children have you been speaking to? David, How many male children have you been speaking to?
What?
Pardon?
Why won't you come and talk to her?
Happening? No remorse at all, have you? Second time round?
In a matter of months. He still hasn't been to court for the first time. Might remind you this time.
Pretty sure this will be a breach of your conditions.
Hopefully you'll get remanded this time, eh?
It's got to.
Well, not the electricity off.
Might as well turn the heat off, he's not going to need it.
Curtains, bless him. Oh, bless him.
The trees.
David, come and talk to her, man. Just explain.
David, have you got an interest in children? Doesn't matter.
Tell you what, though, if this happened to me and it wasn't me, I'd be at the door protesting.
Oh, yeah, I'll be at least having a chat with the people, like.
Aye, absolutely, I'd be defending myself. Speaks volumes here.
Oh.
Oh, he shut the door as well. Oh, bless him.
Door still goes on though, doesn't it?
Oh, bless him.
Just shout louder so your neighbours here.
Right, guys, as you can see,
Shut the door. Man.
David Pick, 59, real
This
name,
could be police.
David Lansdown. What I would like to see is the people that defended him the last time we stood him, what they've got to say about this time. Because he's obviously not as decent as what that person and them people were saying he was, standing by him.
Oh, he's feeling sorry for himself now.
So, there's not much to see. He's turned his lights off, shut his curtains,
Deleted all the evidence.
deleting the evidence, he's shut his door.
100% traceable.
It's just a waiting game for the police now. Yep. Second time, so many months, hasn't even been to court for us yet. Still released pending further investigation. Whatever they need to investigate, surely to God this has got to prove a point that releasing him pending further investigation has not worked. He's down here, they've changed his name, they've changed his surname to safeguard him, and it's just getting on, and he's still talking to children online, offering them £3,000 for sex, telling them age is just a number, telling them it doesn't matter. If the mum that the mum shouldn't find out, so it's got to be a secret and not a teller. He's absolutely vile. He's actually a little bit worse this time than he was the last time.
He's not online anymore, to be fair. Yeah.
So now we're just waiting for the police.
Yeah, I think you might have said it. What a shame. Oh, 12 minutes ago he was online.
Yeah,
so,
when we knocked at the door.
100%.
This video is 16 minutes long.
Lovely.
What I'll do is I'll post a link to the video that we've done previously on the 13th of April. I'll stick it in the comments or I'll put it somewhere. I'm sure the other guys will put it on their page as well, so you can see what we got on the last time, what his excuses were to this time. Absolutely denying everything. It's an absolute joke.
I want a whiplash game. I'll be monster.
Yes, hopefully this is them. Can't hear sirens. We'll obviously get him when he comes out. You still recording? Smoke that now. He's running away.
One's bigger than the other, sorry.
How are you, David? How are we out in total? Had a lot to see online. Had a lot to see last time. That's a look view we've got door, basically, in the shadow. It's not much to say. I know. Just kept saying it wasn't him, exactly the same as this time, and exactly the same voice, and exactly the same attitude.
Still waiting for the police.
Right.
For the police?
Police
will come, yeah.
Is
he announced or something?
he hasn't been sentenced yet, so he's done it again. So.
Oh, what, is he waiting to be sent?
No, I caught by us. Second time. No, just online.
Oh, he's done it to you?
No, just
No.
talking to people.
Just talking to kids
Online
online.
kids.
If you have a look for Geordie Chasers online, you'll see when we caught them last time. And then obviously this one will be up later on. It's a disgrace, what?
Yeah. I don't like the sound of that. What's that? He sits in the house all the time with friends, isn't he?
No, it didn't come in the morning.
That needs looking into as well, then.
One of the neighbours asked what's going on. Now making his neighbours aware of exactly who's been moved in here a couple of months ago. Which, to be fair, is the whole point. Here's his taxi now. David, here's your taxi again.
Here's your taxi.
So it's got the thingy number off the last time. Reference. He's actually still released pending further investigation now, and he's still doing it.
What have you got for us? Anything?
The police are here now, guys. Just getting the bits and pieces as to do to make the arrest.
You don't actually talk to fucking young girls, or is he talking to people pretending to be young
He's
girls?
been talking now with you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, but he thought they were real children.
What's all this? He thought like they told an agent. Said they were only 15 or 14.
49. Alright, first message he was told. Carried on. Age doesn't matter, he said. Offered £3 a minute. For sex.
Boss, she was off the pairs,
£3,000 a minute.
A minute?
A minute. The last time we caught him, he said his job was working on his car. So how he gets £3 to spend a minute on. And he's offered quite a few people that, to be fair.
You live over the road, you have to know these fucking trees.
Christy. Get him when he comes out. Right, so the police are going in there now to make the arrest. I'm just not going to get the officer's face in.
Grooming a child online, alright? You'll have to say anything about how many friends you don't mention my questions, to it line so anything you do say maybe give an evidence, just from the allegation. Yeah. This is not the first time around being told, is that right? No? Right, put your cup down, please, yeah?
I will get him when he comes out. Obviously, I just don't want to get the officer's faces in.
Where are we going to find phone, laptop, anything like that?
David, you just tell us, right? Otherwise, we'll just tear the house apart looking for it. Alright, so just tell us where it is. We know you've got one. Joe, we'll just come back and we can talk to you. You up there?
Like I said, if you want John Chase, you'll see that name will come the first time. So you'll see that. If you like.
Right guys, just a little update. I might as well update both. What they're doing is they are asking him where his devices are, so they're looking for his phones, laptops, anything like that. He seems to be a little bit reluctant to tell them. Then obviously they're going into the kitchen and just searching the house. They've got the right to do it, so it would have been easier if he just told them. But it doesn't seem like he wants to play the game.
It's obviously when he went through to the kitchen, he's hit them. Or is he getting them to turn the heating off?
Just to let you know, he did go into the kitchen and shut the door for quite a period of time before. Thank you. Get that, dude.
I was like, fucking legend, how the fuck did Joe do that? Oh yeah, man, got it.
David, on your hold your hands out for me. It's close.
Right, they're getting his coat on now, which is just wanting to put the handcuffs on him for her safety, obviously. There he is. David Lansdown. David. There he is, caught for the second time.
Turn around. My colleague will do it, David. Don't worry about that.
If you do it again, we'll catch you again, David. So, again, David Lansdown. Got another name, David Pick, David 59 on the app. Can't really see. I'm going to cut the feed there anyway. Thank you very much to the police. We'll get him again if he comes out. Keep an eye on the page.